Guys, shh. Okay, so we're gonna graph this. I'll use colors to match it. When you do it on your test, you could just put like a little 1 or a little 2 next to it so you know which line is which. Okay. But for the purple one, y is greater than x plus 3. So that means since it's a straight line, that's already y equals. The b is 3. That's what my y-intercept is at 3. And then my slope is the number in front of the x. So I'll see 1. It's 1 over 1. So I would go up 1, right 1.
No, there is y-intercept, y equals
up 1, right 1. And then if you go backwards, down 1, left 1. Doesn't matter. Either way, you just make a straight line. All yours on the test is going to be greater than or equal to or less than equal to. So we just make a solid line.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Okay. The other line is negative x plus 5. So we're going to start at 5 plus 5. And we're going to go down 1, left, right 1. Down 1, right 1. And then up 1, left 1 if you want to go backwards. All right. Now the trick to this test is the test point. So I'm going to pick a test point. Now I always pick 0, 0 because it's the easiest. You could pick any point on the picture, okay? You could pick any point, but 0, 0 is the easiest for me. So 0, 0 is going to be my test. And I'm going to test each one, both equations in this case. So I'm going to plug in 0, 0 here. So 0 is greater than or equal to 3. Is that true or false?
False.
That's false. Yeah, that's not true. And then let's just do it here. 0 is less than 5. That one is true. So for the purple one, it's false. So I don't want to go towards the green dot. I want to go away from the green dot. So I'm going to shade. I would be shading this way. So I put arrows just so I don't get too complicated. And then for the red one, it's going to be less than is true. So I want to go towards the green dot from the red line. So it would be going downwards like this. Well, my final answer is where it overlaps. And it overlaps in this top left side. So I would shade in this top left side over here. That would be my answer for this one. Remember, the shading is your actual answer. You're showing where it's true or not true.
Wait, so what do you write after shading?
That's it. That's your answer. Your shading is your answer. Yeah.
And also,
Wait, so you only shade the outside?
You only shade the place where it's overlapping, which in this case is the top left. Okay.
Why isn't it?
Why is it not?
Oh, okay. So if it's false, you go away from the green dot, and if it's true, you go towards.
Yes.
Wait, is it only, why isn't it past the red line?
Why is it past the red line? What do you mean?
Why isn't it green like past the red line?
Like over here?
No,
Like over here?
no.
Like over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it has to be below the red line, but on top of the purple line. Over here, while it's on top of the purple line, it is not below the red line. It has to be both at the same time. So it's only in this top left corner.
Okay.
Yeah. It has to be both. That's why. Okay. I'm going to make up another one. Ready? It's going to be a circle. X minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared is greater than, let's do 9. And then let's just do like x is less than 3. No, less than 1.
This one looks scary.
Okay. Circles actually are not that scary. I think parabolas are a little bit more scarier for us than circles. Okay, fine. All right. So let's get the coordinate points here. Again, I'll color code it. What did I use last time? Red and purple. So we use red here, purple here. Let's do easy ones first. X is less than 1. So X is less than 1. That's every X value where X is 1. That's 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Here, 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 here. If you notice, I'll make a straight vertical line at X equals 1.
It wouldn't be straight.
Should be
You
straight.
got it.
No, it's straight.
Okay.
There you go. Now, the circle. Here's the formula for the circle in general. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. This is the generic version of a circle.
We didn't know that.
It'll help you graph it, so you should know it.
We do?
Yeah.
Do I have to memorize that?
You don't have to write it down or anything, but it's going to help you graph the circle.
Don't you like make it positive because it's friends?
So your h value is the one with the x. So this is x minus 1, right? So it's going to be a positive 1. So the center is going to be at 1, comma.
Two.
This is a positive 2, but it's a minus k. So it's negative 2. So 1 comma negative 2. So your center of your circle is at 1 comma negative
So
2.
for the H, you change the sign, and for K, you.
No, for both, when it comes to circles, for both, you switch the signs.
But then you don't need to memorize the equation.
So you don't need to memorize-
Yeah, that's fine.
Just switch the signs.
I'm just explaining where it's come from. Now, the r value, though, this number on the outside, you got to remember to square root it. So instead of 9, what's your radius in this case?
Isn't it supposed to be negative 1 in the coordinates?
No, this is x minus 1. So it's,
X minus 2.
yeah, so it's got to be a plus 1 I put in. I got to put in a positive 1 to make it minus 1. Yeah. Okay, so this is 3. So what's
Oh, you're square rooting it?
square root, square root, square root, square root? I'm sorry, not square. Did I say square? My fault. So that means we're going to draw a circle. There are 3 radius. That means it's 3 up, 3 down, 3 left, 3 right. 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 right, 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 left. We'll make a circle. It's okay if it looks like a diamond or something bad like that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now, if you see how I drew my circle, it might be hitting 0, 0. I'm not sure if it's actually outside or inside. So when you have a situation like that, don't take a risk. Take a point that's obviously not on both lines.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
If it's -2, why is it in quadrant 1?
Oh, because I draft my thing wrong. That's why.
Yeah, I'm good at math.
So instead of it, the dot being there, come on, get rid of the red dot. So this is -2, my fault. You got to go 1 right, 2 down, and then 3 up, 3 right, 3 left, 3 down. My fault. Good catch. Okay. But like I said, if you look at your circle, it kind of looks like it's hitting 0, 0. Don't risk it. Instead, pick a test point that's obviously not in the either part. So I'm going to pick this test point right here, this green dot. And this green dot is 2, comma, -1. So my test is 2, comma, -1. Again, you could pick any green dot. If you want to pick 0, 1, you could do that too. You could do that also, I should say. I don't want to get confused. But I'm going to pick 2, comma, -1 just to test out.
Does it have to be in a circle?
It could be outside the circle. That's fine. You want to make sure it's 100% outside 0. Not in this case, because look at the circle. I don't know if it's 0, 0. Depending how round the circle is, it should be on the outside or inside. So I'd rather not take it just in case. You could have done 10, 10. Just remember, your 10, 10 is going to be up here, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to do 2, comma, 1. What's up?
I just need a packet.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
I want to see you put it as these. I'll speak to you after.
Sure. All right. So let's test 2, comma, -1. So I'm going to plug in a 2 here. Let me do the bottom one just real quick. So that's going to be 2 is less than 1. Is that true? That's false. Okay. Let's plug it in here. I'll do it on the side over here. So 2 minus 1 is 1 squared. And then -1 plus 2 is also, it's 1 squared. Squared. It's greater than 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. Is 2 greater than 9? No, that's also false. Okay. So for a circle, if it's inside the circle and it was false, I'm not going to be inside the circle. Where am I going to be? Outside the circle. So my arrows are going to go all around like this. A little coronavirus, see? And the purple line, it was false. So if the thing was on the right side and it's false, it should actually go to the left side.
Wait, why is that on what?
Well, the green dot that I put down was on the right of the purple line, okay?
Oh.
So because it was false, I have to go to the other side. So where it overlaps, on the outside of the circle over here, so like all this area.
Wait, I thought if it was false, it goes away from the green dot.
It did,
Oh, where's the green dot?
inside right here.
Oh, I thought the green dot is whatever point you choose to plug in.
Yeah, so if you chose 1010, it would have been up there on the top right.
Wait, so then it would have been shaded or something?
No, you still would get the same results. If you put the 1010, what would have happened is the circle part, the top part, would have been true. So it will tell you still the color outside the circle.
So everyone has a different like outcome at the end because we're all doing different numbers to plug in.
Your tests might be different outcomes, but your shading should all end up being the same
Oh, wow.
because the truth is absolute.
Wait, so what would it look like if we did 10-10?
So if you did 1010, which is a dot over here,
Okay.
the purple one will still be false because 10 is not less than 1. But this one would have been true because you would have had like 9 squared plus 9 squared, which is like 81 plus 81. That's bigger than 9. So that's true. So, and look at the red circle, right? Your green dot, it's outside the red circle. And since the outside is true, you would have made arrows to the outside. So your arrows will still be the same no matter what point you pick.
So if it's true, okay, you just shade to it. Okay.
So where's the dot, which in this case, when you said it, was outside. So it goes outside.
Wait, why couldn't we do 0, 0 for this one?
The circle could have hit 0, 0. And it's depending on how nice you draw a circle. Since I didn't use a computer and you guys also do it on pencil, you don't want to risk that. So just
Wait, why does that matter? 10 doesn't hit the circle.
because what if you misdrew the circle and it looked like this, right? That's not like past 0, 0. So it looks like 0, 0 is the inside. Or maybe you misdrew the circle and it's actually on the outside. So you don't want to take the risk.
Oh, just messing up with the circle?
Yeah, you don't want to mess up on your drawing. See how my drawing sucks?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's like this or is it like this? Like, is it a little bit closer inside?
Got it.
So I don't want to risk it. But like 1010 is a perfect option actually, because there's no way it's going to be hitting that, right?
Is there an answer sheet to this?
The last page, sadly, no, you have to go to Desmos. Like you just type the formula in and it'll give you a picture of it. And you just look at it. Okay. All right. So we did that. Let's do a parabola. Y equals, let's do 2
X plus 3.
x plus 3
Yeah.
squared minus 4. And then we'll just have this one. Oh, it's not equal, my bad. Let's make it sure greater than or equal to. Yeah. What's up, Silver?
Who's test review?
No, they're practicing for a test. You need anything?
We have classes. Yeah.
No. Okay, so for this one, we need the vertex. This is the formula. And again, if you just want to remember what's important, that's fine. X minus h squared plus k.
Wait, there's only one of them?
There's only one in this one.
Okay.
I could have multiple. I could just have one. That's fine. So this one is just that. So that means the h value is going to get flipped when you see it, but the k value would not.
-3, -4.
So -3, -4 is your vertex. So 3 to the left, 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you have your calculator, so you could actually type this in your calculator if you want to graph it. They do.
I know.
And then, okay, fine, yeah, you don't. You have a calculator you borrow from the school, but then you graph the points. It doesn't matter how you graph it. Just make it U-shape. You could just plug in, so you know -3 is the vertex, right?
Yes.
So you could just plug in -2 and then see that, -1 and see that,
We're at plugging in.
like into the original equation
Which variable?
for x.
Oh,
Because -3 is the middle, so -2, and that gets you -4 for free, right? Because it's symmetrical. So it looks like this. So I'm gonna put my dot at 0, 0. Again, you could put it 10, 10. You could put it at 10, -10. I don't care.
Wait, this might be a silly question. How do you know which space is up and not down?
This number is positive.
Oh, so that's like actually.
Which number is positive?
The a value.
So if the A value is negative, oh my god, that
With
would be
face on
such a trick on the test. Everyone would get that wrong.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
why.
smiling? This is fun.
Okay, you could just
No,
put
it
in
just
your
makes me laugh.
calculator now.
What's up? Yeah, you could just put it in your
Someone else
calculator.
said.
All right. Anyway, so there's a parabola like this. Let's put 0, 0. Notice the 0, 0 is on the outside of the parabola.
I did 10.
You did 10 done? That's fine. Let's see. That should also be
How
outside.
many did you go up and
I went 3 left, 4 down. Because it's -3, comma -4. This one gets flipped while this one stays the same.
I'm so
You could
fun.
tell by which one's in the square. If it's in a square, like a parentheses squared, it's gonna get flipped. So 0, 0. So 0 is greater than 2 times x plus 0 squared minus 4. Well, this is going to be, oh wait, not x, I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, it's going to be
Well,
0 plus 3. So 0 plus 3. Because I'm plugging in a 0. It's your test point. So you're going to plug in 10. And you're going to have 10 as the y too also. Don't forget that. All right. So 0 is greater than or equal to 2 times 3 squared minus 4. 3 squared is 9. 18. 18 minus 4 is 14. Now is 0 less than 14? No, that's a false. And you should get for your 10, 10 is also false. With that in mind, since this circle is on the outside, I don't color towards the outside. Where I have to color? Inside. Since there's only one shape, I could just go straight to coloring. I don't have to put the arrows or anything. Okay.
Where you just color inside the.
The cup, I would say. Yeah.
So maybe Emily doesn't. Oh wait,
No, do that.
Same
It's
amount.
bigger than, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Explain to me how to know which points to use in parabola, sides -3, -4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know how to get -3, -4, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when I graph this, let's say if I was graphing this by hand. So I would put -3 in middle and -4 because I know that's a y. So -1, -2, -1, and then -4, -5. Because a parabola is naturally symmetrical.
Oh, are those all the dots?
Yeah, those are all your dots.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. And then you would plug in -2 into the equation and find it. This would have been -2. And you plug in, since this is -2, the other one is also -2. And then you could plug in -1 into the equation. You would find this is 4.
Wait, into which equation?
4. And then this one would be 4. Into the original parabola, in the original equation from the beginning.
It's greater than or equal to, so how do you not?
Just treat it like an equal signs when you do the points. Because the line itself is where it's equal. And then the shading, this is the greater than or less than part.